What I look for from an investor is, and I think, you said it about non-execs. I think, you look for people who are going to, give you a good steer and good guidance about not just the things that you could do, but maybe some of the things that you shouldn't be doing. Because typically, they've made a lot of mistakes that you might or are going to make, and that doesn't mean you're going to listen to them, because ultimately you make your own mistakes. I think that's very important. So providing pushback and providing support and guidance, which I think is something that this fund is well set up to do. I think another thing that is very, very important, and one of the entrepreneurs that I've invested in, and actually was a former colleague of mine, said this to me recently as something that he really looks for from an investor is, let's say 90% of the time, most entrepreneurs know what they should be doing. And actually, what you're looking for isn't someone to tell you what to do, you're looking for someone to support you. Because being an entrepreneur is an incredibly lonely job. Whether you've got a co-founder or not, it's very lonely. You have no money, you have no customers. In an economic climate like this, it's even harder than it always is. But by the way, it's always hard to do a startup, so it doesn't matter what the hell the FTSE is or the pound. It is always a bad time to start a company. And that just being a supporter, I think, is one of an investor's biggest jobs, because that's what you're doing. You're backing a person and you're backing their idea. And I mean, that's sort of the third thing, and it's totally obvious, is that you back people, and you back people hopefully who are flexible enough and grown up enough, however old they are. They can be 21 or they can be 57, but you've got to be grown up enough to be honest with yourself and know, when am I screwing up? When should someone else be doing this, not me? And I've been an entrepreneur who I think has been very fortunate to have grown a business and got to a point where I felt like, I'm not the right person to do the next stage of this business. And I had a board and investors who were supportive enough to work with me to find the right person to take over the business that I'd started, Love Film, and build it into something that I could have hoped for, but probably couldn't have done myself. And I think, there's emotional maturity that entrepreneurs need, but, investors help to cultivate that. So, I mean, to me, it's not about themes and, sectors and whatever. It's like, be supportive, pick the right people, and the right people are the ones who aren't afraid to fail, who will ask themselves hard questions, and will listen to hard and constructive feedback. And, with 50 million quid, if you let 1,000 flowers bloom, I'm sure, 3 will turn out really well, and that's all you need in a venture business.